pretty average, all things considered, so. Jane Average here. I guess I'm Jen Average. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jen, aka Lady Chain Wallet, and today we're going to be doing a video detailing a comparison between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, very popular, one of my favorites of all times, and the new Makeup Revolution Chocolate Elixir palette, which is a very close replica. I would call this a drugstore dupe. It's not exactly the same, but it's really darn close. This one is $42, this one is $15. I was really excited to do this video. Given that, you know, I've heard some really great things about Makeup Revolution, this is the first one that I've tried. And, you know, I am pleasantly surprised, especially for the price point. They are a really interesting product. I do look forward to trying some more of those. So if you're interested in seeing the comparison between these two and how I created this look, continue watching, you're in the right place. I'm gonna put Modern Renaissance on my left eye, and I'm gonna put the Chocolate Elixir palette on the right eye. I'm going to use the same brushes. I'm not going to use either of the brushes that come with the palettes, although admittedly the brush that comes in this palette, a good portion of the time I just use it. I'll hold this up to where you can actually see it. Yeah, so you can see that on this poor sad palette that I am in love with, I have majorly hit pan on Vermeer. That is the bestest best color ever, and I love it, and I use it inner corners, under my arches, all the time. Sometimes I'll do that on the lid as well. It's just a really great, bright, happy shade, and I love it so much I actually have a backup. I bought the full thing, truthfully. The moment of truth. Let's take a look at this Makeup Revolution. Ooh, that's nifty. I mean, I guess it did call it Chocolate Elixir, but check out that package. That is super pretty, super crazy, really textured. It's plastic, it's definitely plastic, but it has a good feel to it. I mean, it's way more than I would have expected for a $15 palette. That is some snazzy packaging. I do like that you do get a couple of extra shades in this, plus you do get a large, it's called Coconut. It looks to be comparable to Temera in the Modern Renaissance. I mean, they're in a different order, but it's comparable. It's definitely comparable. You do get an extra lighter shade. They call it Vanilla. You don't get a good brush. I'm a little sad about that, but only marginally disappointed given that I never generally count on the brushes in a palette anyway. They just give you one of these crummy, like old school spongy things. Given that you'd probably pay $15 just for the brush that comes with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, whereas this one was $15 for the whole palette, and it's nice packaging, it's big old mirror. I will forgive a crappy brush. I will try to do a listing of the colors and their comparisons between the two, since they do have names, and I can do that. I'll do that down in the description box though. I'm going to do a look that I do very frequently. It's one of my favorite go-tos, and I prepped my nice pink and warm down here knowing that this is what I wanted to do. The Modern Renaissance, one of my favorite things is using the Venetian red for a red halo eye with either Buon Fresco or warm taupe on the lid. Now I have a lot of warm going on already, so Buon Fresco is a nice purpley shade, and I find that purples are harder to match than taupes, so we're gonna go for it. I am going to go in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Sin, which, as you can tell, is like, they don't even make the tube like this anymore. I've had this forever. It is my go-to. I use this stuff every single day. I love this stuff. And I like to just do this with my finger. I'm going to do the Temera. My arch. And that's the color called Coconut. And that is very light. I don't know how much you can see on the camera between the two, but I'm having to like really put this on here to get the same color payoff. Going? All right, cool. So we had to change the card in the camera. It got full, even though I started with an empty card. So I am definitely gonna have to buy a bigger card for all of this. And also figure out why I keep having connectivity issues and it keeps cutting off, but I told you, it's a work in progress. We're doing what we can do. All right, so at this point, I have only done the coconut on this arch and the tempera on this arch. That's all we've done so far. So I'm gonna go in on the left side with the Buon Fresco, which is the light purple shade, on my lid. And I'm gonna bring that just up to the crease. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to clean the brush just with my napkin here. And then the color in the Chocolate Elixir palette is called Candy on the lid here. That's actually fairly close. It's definitely powderier. It's definitely a drier formula in the Makeup Revolution. Definitely you can work with it. You do have to work with it a bit more. But overall, I can't really tell too much difference between those two, at least at this stage, so. Now for the fancy part, the red. All right, Venetian red and pink icing. I'm gonna put that just right in the corner, right in my crease. And I'm gonna just go to town on that because that is my favorite color of all time. I love that color. Just a little more. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna fade that in because more red, I don't know. It's a subtle look here, but we've had this discussion, so like. And it's not a good brush for doing this, but I've already done it now, so we're gonna do it anyway. That's what we're doing. I'm just gonna use what remaining product I have and just kind of blend that out. Smoke that a little bit. I do, if you look from the Modern Renaissance, have a little fallout right there. I warned that. So I am gonna take just a clean brush. Just flick that away. All right, so we are going to do our very, very level best to get as much of that red out of this brush as we can. If I were awesome, I would have two sets of the exact same brushes and I could have them both clean at the same time, but all right, so this is the color Pink Icing in the corner. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And that's darn close. You can definitely tell the color difference now. We need a lot more product there. Hey, it's a halo eye. They're supposed to be big. It's all right. So I want to give Primavera and Sugar a try. I like to put those right in the middle of my lid. And then I want to use Vermeer and Creme Brulee on my inner corner and at my arch. This is a go-to look I do a lot, and I might put a little bit of Cyprus, Umber, and Chestnut, just to darken out my crease, just a little bit. This is a Sigma small tapered blending brush, E45. I do have good brushes. They're just few and far between. Still building the collection. This was a $16 brush. I bought an entire set of brushes for $16. It's hard to justify this sometimes, but this is a good crease brush. So I'm going to take just a little bit of Cyprus Umber, the dark brown shade. I'm going to put that just right in that outer V. Here. And just darken that just a little bit more drama. I'm going to pull that in, blend that inward just a little bit. Center. That is just not blending nearly as well. That is getting patchy. Yeah. That is not quite what I was hoping was gonna happen here. Again, it's not bad. I'm just having to work with it so much to get that same color payoff. And it is powdery, so I mean you can't just kind of like load your brush and throw it on there. But like, look at that. Like I'm getting like this like crinkle crease old lady line thing going on here, and it's where I'm having to use so much more pressure to blend this out. Hey, it's the same eyelids on both sides, folks, but it's just not giving me what I want here. I was hopeful. I should have gone in just a little bit with my finger and blend that out. Can you see that? I mean, from a distance, not bad. Not bad at all. But close on, and working with them, definitely working with these shades, you can tell the difference between these two. Moving in for the kill. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of Primavera, which is the gold shade, on my lid. On the Anastasia side, and I'm going to do a little bit of the gold shade Sugar on my lid on this side. I'm going to just pack that in here. I may decide to do a flatter brush, but I don't want this to be super strong. I just want it to be a highlight. Just give that some depth there. All right, moment of truth. Sugar, don't let me down. Ooh, that's better than I would expect. Now that one actually has some decent pigment to it. It's not as gold, but it does have some good glitter to it. I think those are fairly close to each other now. This is the Lamora Precise Shader. And I'm gonna go in with Vermeer under my arch, just to highlight, and on my inner corner. And I'll do Creme Brulee on the on the Makeup Revolution side. My favorite shade of all time. This one does well with finger too, so I'm gonna go in here. I think that brighten that up nicely. You have to use a lot less product and a lot less pressure with the Anastasia. All right, Creme Brulee, don't let me down. Much like the gold, has a lot of glitter. This one is a lot more pink. We are going to line, mascara, lipstick, and call it a day. So this is the finished look. I definitely am not unimpressed by the Makeup Revolution. Now, I do like the Modern Renaissance better. I'll just tell you that. I think the color payoff is better. I think the blendability is far better. I think some of the shades are a little better overall for my skin. They're not exactly the same, but they're pretty darn close. And, you know, given the price difference between the two of them, this is definitely a great option for in the cheaper realm. You know, like I said, $15. It's great packaging. You do get a lot of product. You actually get a couple more shades. This one's 14 shades. This one is actually 14 shades. Yeah, 14 shades. This one's actually 16 shades, and you get 2 of the larger pans. You get a larger mirror. You don't get the good brush, but you're probably not going to use that anyway, or you might. I don't know. This brush is really butt kicking, but you know, overall though, it's not a bad product, not by a long shot. I can see why people are really excited about the Makeup Revolution overall. I am excited to try some more of the products. If you guys want to see some more videos similar to this, please let me know that down in the comments so I know, you know, to spend my money on these things or not, and to spend the time and put them up. So please let me know that down in the comments, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, especially since I'm just new and getting going. And I do want to continue doing this. I do hope that I'm, you know, entertaining you and providing good information for you in making your decisions in the future for how, you know, what products you want to try. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.